Hello and welcome to Fit with Steps. I promised that I would be giving you some information. So right here, this is my breakfast. I have a moringa tree, so I just get these leaves normally and I use the leaves to make an omelette. So when you pick the leaves like this, the way I'm pulling them out, you see that everything is coming out very easily. Now, if you're finding difficulty, you can keep it, you can pluck it in the morning and then in the evening start doing this. And if you keep it for a day, you can just shake everything out of those twigs. All right. So once I've got everything nice and ready, then normally what I would do is I would get some of this salt. This is pink salt. I guess they get it from the mountains. I'm just kidding about cutting the egg. So there we go. We just get the egg in there. And also I like to put a little bit of olives, because when you put olives in there, it adds a very nice taste and aroma to the food. I don't know what's about it. Definitely I beat up the egg and mix everything very well so that I can have a nice omelette. And once everything is nicely mixed, I will now open up my oven and start preparing the food. Simple as that. So I also like to have in the morning an Indian food which is called dosa, and this is the dosa batter. You add a little bit of water to it. If you don't, you end up with what is called an idli, all right, which needs to be steamed. So here we start with our cooking. For my omelette on the right, I use olive oil, and I'm not shy about putting my olive oil there. It's healthy, so I'm fine with it. Sometimes I use coconut oil as well. And on my left, I'll be making the dosa. So this cup that you see over here has got water with the spoon, so it makes it easy to spread it around whenever I make the dosa. So now that the pans are ready, I start with my omelette on one side, and at the same time, I will start making my dosa. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and cover the omelette so it can cook very nicely, and then we'll start with the dosa. By now it's hot, so we have to shake this bottle very well so that the water that has separated will now be good in there. So now we use a spoon to sort of spread it around like that and get some areas thin, some thick. So the areas that are on the outside and the thin areas will help me to do my dosa well. The water was not enough, so I've added so that the spoon can be nicely soaked and ready for the next use. So we just leave the dosa to do its job. You see the bubbles come up and then it'll start cooking around. Normally, the dosa is eaten with this oil. Okay, this is a sesame oil that I got from Indian store. So I just put it on the outside to start with and a little bit in the center. It adds a lot of taste and it's traditional. That's how it should be. Now, when you see a lot of steam come up, the dosa is going to be ready. Traditionally, that's ready to eat, but I like it flipped over. So you see, when you start seeing the browning over there and on the edges, that means it's time for me to flip it over. In my case, I have the white in the middle here, so I like to flip it over so it can be nice and crunchy. So that's the area that you saw burnt, but it's not actually burnt. You can see now, right? So I'll keep cooking it, keep cooking that, and you see in a little bit, a lot of smoke is starting to come up. When there's a lot of smoke, it's done. My omelette, oh, it's already, I can smell it smelling good. There's smoke, sort of like pancake, right? As the better, the more the pancake gets done, the more smoke you'll see there, and then smoke disappeared. Now you have got a problem. Okay, so the smoke is coming out. It's almost finished. So my left side is almost going to be done, which is the dosa, right? Um, and then I'll take the dosa, put it outside. My omelette looks very nice. The dosa is already done, and the omelette, I'm going to try and flip it. Whoa, look at that. Oh, it smells good. It's all done, but I'll just keep it there for a few seconds and get another dosa going. Okay, so that's how we go with this whole preparation. And now the spoon is nice and clean. I spread it out again, much thinner this time than the first time, uh, using less batter. And I go on. My omelette, I look at it, it just smells so good. Time to go on the plate. All right. Oh, look at that. If you've never had a moringa omelette, oh, there's a piece. Let me see it. That tastes good. Like I was saying, you should try the Moringa omelette. I think you'll like it. See, this is almost done here. A lot of smoke coming out. That means that the bottom is being cooked well. Uh, so we've shifted the focus now to the left since the right burner is not needed. I'll add some more of this oil, sesame oil. I start on the side. I like to get the roasted sesame oil. It tastes even better and smells so well, so much aroma to it. So now this is getting ready. You'll see more smoke, and my second dosa is almost done. So just like this, I'll make my third dosa. Now I was talking about drinks. So in the morning, I normally like to have some ginger tea, which I just had, and that was what I was showing. Oh, sorry, just a small mistake here. Luckily, it's not an electrical stove, or the electrical part is not working. For my third dosa, I'm going to do something different. For my third dosa, I'm going to use ghee. I'd like to have ghee dosa, so I make it a little bit thinner this time, and just spray ghee on it on the same places that I would have put oil. I start with ghee, get in the center. This is actually going to become very crunchy. You can see it's already changing color, so it'll flip very fast. And that's my last one. These things are light, so you can actually have so many without knowing. With that done, I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm about to go to my table and enjoy this. A lot of smoke is going on. It's ready to go. Thank you. Join me again next time with the new recipe.